From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. How did he stay on his feet? Still on his feet. Inside the 20, Javonte Williams. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Pacheco once again, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Chiefs at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hero 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. And they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
2nd and 10.
Hey, yellow, hey, go going. Yellow.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Yellow. Hey, Riblet. Hey, 57 color, 57. Outside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 42. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. A little juke, and he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 15.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Yellow. 15. Outside.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, All I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 22. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Attack, attack! Return!
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Attack, attack! Come back! Hey, 57. 15, yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, 15, 15, 15. Hey, yellow, hey, go gun, go gun, go gun. Right side.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Matt Ariza now. Deep to return is Scotty Miller. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 3rd and 2.
70 Lions. Warriors 70. Broncos. Go.
Working out of the gun is Nix. That is caught. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. Ready.
To throw is Nix. Shakes off the sack. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Down the left sideline. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with Tyler Bidet. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check go.
Throwing Nix. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. The question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, 57, 57. Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Far side.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. worked his way back inside, and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Yellow.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Four receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7.
Yellow. Far side.
Now Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Far side.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ready, break.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Nix to the air. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Let's go.
Here's Nix. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And now an audible here into something else. To throw, here's Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Okay, ready?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Set. Set, go.
Back to the air with Nix. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Ready, ready?
McLaughlin will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Yellow. 15, 15. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Yellow, yellow. What's that?
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
19 Tiger.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Go.
Nix from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over first and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On first down, a run with Bidet. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Come on, set. Come 19, ready.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Nick's going to give this to Bidet. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 4.
Let's go. Ready.
Back to throw. Nix. Touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Chiefs 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Line, right. Yellow. Right side.
Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Fight on these two. Line, right. Hey, 43. What's that?
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Here now, 2nd and 4.
15. Yellow. Right side.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Right side.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. A strong running. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Right side.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
This offense so far on third down,
Hey,
3 for 7 so
57.
far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Yellow, yellow. Hard side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
One score down.
43,
Here we go.
43.
They're going to go for it here on
Yellow.
4th down.
Hard side.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Ready, ready. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On the jump.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Back to throw. Nix. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Still going. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Lucas Kroll, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Attack, attack! Strike!
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Warrior 70. Set up. Check go.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Come on, set. Timberwolf. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones.
Viking 18.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue.
Hey,
and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hey, Sunday. Hard time.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Right. Yellow, 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 yellow. Outside.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. Fourth down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
The Chiefs looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go! 79 Broncos.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready? Go!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Ready, set.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
Nix from the gun. He's going deep. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15.
70 Lions. Hut, hut.
Running it after the penalty. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Offense up to the line fast.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check go.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Little off-center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down.
Yellow. Attack, attack! Right side!
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Sent down by Cody Barton.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Yellow. Right side.
Throwing now from the gun. He's on the move. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Right side.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Second and 3 now.
Fire down these two, fire down these two. Right side.
From the 41. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll
Yellow.
need something big here to start
Yellow.
out. It's 3rd and long.
Easy, 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 easy. Right side.
Now it's Mahomes. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And the Broncos have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Sixty Bison. Ready.
Here's Williams to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Justin Reed with the tackle. It's Nix out of the pistol. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
They'll run Pacheco. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Easy.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They've held him out twice.
Yellow.
Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Right. Yellow. Right.
Here's Mahomes now. Escapes the puck. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get the game's 1st points here in the 2nd. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Reed now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
70 Rangers. Ready. 19 Lions.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Right side.
Looking to throw Mahomes. This throw is cut. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
1 yard, all that's needed.
15,
This is
15.
3rd and inches.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57 color, 57 color. Here we go, 15. Right side.
To the air, Mahomes. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Reed now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 6. Here we go, set. Bronco 80. Trap 60, traps 18, Pioneer. Go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Working quickly
19,
here.
Tiger, 19. Ready.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
It's pretty obvious this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
First and 10 from the 41.
Come 19. Come. Set. Ready. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Now Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it sets up 2nd down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Running it now out of the gun. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Set. Mustang 19. Set, go.
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught for the first. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops.
Luka 19.
Offense in the hurry up here. A give now from the gun. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set up. Timberwolf. Buffalo 18.
Nix. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. And it's the Broncos. Looking at a 4th and 7. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. What's that?
Throwing is Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, where it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
Rolling, rolling.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, rip lift.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, rip lift, rip lift. What's that?
Mahomes on 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Yellow. What's that?
Back to throw Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And the Broncos bringing out some extra
Attack,
DBs
attack.
on this 3rd down. They're in the dime.
What's that?
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 tight. Come on, set.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Offense up to the line fast.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Go.
2nd and 1. McLaughlin's got it, complete. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. All twitched up, they were ready to get it on 3rd and inches, but now a much different situation awaiting them after that false start. It's 3rd and 5 for them after the penalty.
Go!
Nick's now to throw. And they pick him off again! Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs take over as he records his 10th career INT.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Yellow!
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Right! Attack! Yellow! Attack!
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
15! Right!
It's Pacheco again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Yellow!
A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Yellow! Hey, 57 color, 57 color. Right!
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 7-yard line.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. It's an option right that begins this drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Nix to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Check go.
McLaughlin. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Broncos start the second half with some needed points. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 57. Bison.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And they pick him off again. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs get it back on his 6th interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong.
15.
They deserve a ton of credit right
Eye
there.
on these two.
But
Eye
as
on
a
these two.
quarterback, you cannot
Hard time.
risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play
Yellow.
just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the run. That sets up an easily attainable 3rd and 1.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd
50,
down,
yellow,
1 yard
yellow.
to go.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Hard time.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He has it at the 33. He breaks the tackle, and it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Broncos get set to take over. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Handoff now at the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Ready.
From the 46. It's caught, McLaughlin. And they had that one contained right at the line. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
60 Eagle. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
They just get the play off. Complete to Mims. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Broncos 10.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go. Shot.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves them with 3rd and 10.
Warrior 70. 70. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
This is an excellent job, Kate, right here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them.
Here comes Will Lutz, a lot riding on this field goal try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Got all of it, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
we've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Running is Pacheco. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Right. Yellow. Right side.
Right back to Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Right. Right side.
Pacheco on the toss right side. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Yellow. Hey, yellow. Hey, go going. Right side.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Right side.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. No one around. He's got space. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Yellow. Right side.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs now lead by 10. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11. Reed now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Broncos. Here we go. 60 Maverick. Hut.
Nix from the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Set. Set, go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Ready up. Set, hurt, hurt. Set up.
Here's Nix. Getting out to his left. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready?
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Escapes out to the left. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He's going deep this time. Big gain downfield. It's a Denver touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So here come the Broncos. Big spot now as they try for 2.
Go!
He's throwing for it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And the Chiefs cover up the kick. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yellow. What's on?
Here's Mahomes. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. What's on?
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Rolling left, buying some time. He's got it near the 8. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 9-point advantage. Travis Kelce the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
70 Ranger. Ready? 19 Lions.
on first down. Nix trying to push it deep downfield. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Broncos down by 10. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Nix. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
They'll run now with Pacheco. And he's able to get this down to the 13. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Yellow.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Right side.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. Already has 1 in this game, this from 30. Up and good from Blankenship. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Now Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Ready.
Nix with it on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Red Lion, 18, Pioneer. Hut, hut.
It's Nix out of the pistol. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And they're able to run this winning streak